as long as my phone's charging, I don't give a shit. Oh, it's weird. Okay. I thought I turned airplane mode on. Well, that kind of helps, I guess, putting on airplane mode somehow. But then my phone reconnected and still is going to get me to work. So now I know how to make videos easier now, because I'm struggling so much to make a video in the morning because my car keeps like turning my microphone on and off. It's weird. Like when I had the iPhone 13, it would just completely cut the sound. It's so bright. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to avoid the... It's fucking bright this morning. It's nice. It's probably going to get nicer, but... Anyway, today is Juneteenth. It's June 19th. I just want to get this week over with because this week has been hell. I mean at work, not at home. At home it's been fine, but at work it's been hell. But my finger is starting to heal up pretty good. Oh, that's a little baby. What are you talking about? Well, I was hedge trimming the bushes and I cut my finger. It looked way worse, but it really wasn't that bad to need to go to the hospital. It was bleeding like a motherfucker though. My hand was covered in blood. I was like, damn, must have hit something pretty big or something. But no, it stopped bleeding after like 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, well, I guess that's it. I had to change a few band-aids and whatnot, but still can't feel anything. Obviously that part of my finger is all numb and shit and all that, so hopefully I didn't like cut a nerve, but it doesn't matter now because it's just an open healing wound. It'll be fine. It's weird. It's all numb, right. That whole area of my finger is all numb. That whole area. So I'm just like, well. So it's just been, I've been trying to avoid using this finger, especially since I'm on sanitation. I don't want chemicals on my finger, so I've been trying to keep putting band-aids on it just so it can heal, because it's definitely going to leave a mark. Anyway, so I haven't made a video for Tuesday as well, I guess, so I did make a video on Tuesday, but I didn't talk about Tuesday. Fireworks stands. What the hell is this guy doing? Weird. So, yesterday was weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday was weird. It was just not good. Not for me. For everybody in the warehouse. Nobody was having a good week. That's for sure. Except for, it wasn't really fun that I had to deal with what happened to Art, because I was the one who had to say something, but it's just like, I'm glad I did, because people are genuinely really happy that something has been done about him. I guess a lot of people didn't like him very much, or something like that, which is good to hear. So, yeah, but it was still kind of a weird little thing, that happened, and it's over now. I'm glad about it, but it set off a chain of just a week of hell. You know what I mean? Not like that specifically. I had to explain to Judith on Tuesday what the hell, late Monday what happened, and she didn't argue or try to explain or nothing. She was just like, yeah, we have a procedure, and she was actually really nice about it. She wasn't mean about it, because it's a serious situation. She didn't know what the fuck to do or say either, and she was just like, yeah, we got a procedure that you got to tell us about that first, only because we got to document it first, and all that stuff. And I was like, I'm aware of that. It would have been different if you were here that morning, but I did go to Jason first to tell him, and he wasn't here. And she takes hours to respond to her messages. And I don't like calling her. I don't want to call her. I don't like calling her. I don't need to call her. So it's all text, so. But, yeah, I explained to her you weren't here for it, so it was just like, it needed to be handled then and there, really. It needed to be handled then and there, but, so, I handled it. But anyway, Monday. Tuesday, what happened? What the fuck happened on Tuesday? Oh, we had our nice little meeting on Tuesday, with Judith again. Started a whole I swore I made a video on this yesterday morning. I guess I didn't. She started a whole screaming match again, yelling at everybody and all that stuff. Not me directly, but more Amino. She's yelling more at Amino because Amino, I guess, took Sunday off for her son's wedding or something like that, which is valid. That is not something you'd miss and come to work for. Declined or not, I don't give a fuck. I would. It's a very important day that'll never happen again. So it's just like I don't care if she doesn't care, because she doesn't care. Judith does not care what reasons we have off. She is gonna want us to come in regardless. And most people are just like, fuck you, I'm taking it off anyway, But it's true. It's true, It's just like, I got that. But to be fair, Amino should have said something way earlier. She should have said something way earlier. I don't know why she waited a week, And she didn't get paid for it, which makes sense, which makes sense. That is the kind of girl who looks really, really iffy on using sick pay. Like, I've only had to use my sick pay once here, and that was with Andy. Andy thankfully let me use sick pay because I was dealing with some kind of problem. I don't know what the hell it was. I still can't explain it. I was like having an anxiety attack with a mixture of, I was hot, sweaty, dizzy. I was kind of confused. I was just like, I gotta go home, bro. I don't know if I can make it through the day. I just really wasn't doing it that day, but anyway, yeah, Judith looks like she'll be very nitpicky about using sick pay, but people have been calling out regularly, so I understand her major annoyance, because Tuesday she was actually she screamed on the first, she was yelling on the first meeting too, but she has to stop doing that. She has to stop doing that. She has to stop screaming at people. If she shouldn't be screaming at people, but we need to go to a conference room for that shit, not the warehouse to hear us. That's what I was telling Jason yesterday. I was like, she's got to pull us in a conference room, man, if she's going to get that loud. But still, she shouldn't be getting that loud with us anyway. Yeah, the whole fucking warehouse could hear her, and it's just like, she's yelling at us like we're children. Like she's our mom or something. And it's just like, stop it. Stop it. You're not our fucking mom. You're a boss to a deadbeat job. And it's just like, and Amino was just feeding fuel to the fire. She kept telling her, fire me. I don't care. Get rid of me. I was just like, oh my God, she's a dead person. But in the sense of like she's gonna get fired, and she's still there. They still kept her there. I thought they were gonna fire her on the spot, but they didn't. She's still there. But the other reason why Amino got yelled at on Tuesday was because I don't think Mariama really had anything to do with it. I think Mariama had knowledge of it, but just didn't care to say anything, which is why she's kind of partial to blame for it too. More like guilty of association type level. Amino found a ring in the bathroom, and it happened to be Dom's ring. And Dom was looking for this ring, and Dom found the ring, and he took it off the cart, which he shouldn't have done that, but he did. I get it. You want your things back, you try to take them back. It's hard it's hard to have that mindset to really keep what's stolen from you with the person who stole it, so then you could wait to get it reported. It just sucks, you know. But yeah, Amino, you know, blamed Mariama instead of taking responsibility for herself. So I don't understand, because they were hanging out with each other yesterday. I really don't get those fucking ladies. I don't get any of those three idiots. I don't think Norma even likes Amino and Mariama. I can't tell if she doesn't like Amino or does. Like, I would not want to hang out with a motherfucker who threw me under the bus like that when really I had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. But yeah, that was Tuesday, and just that stupid ass fucking meeting. And then yesterday sucked even more. It's nobody's fault. I mean with me at least. Carrie had to leave early, so I was stuck by myself, which really wasn't that bad. I just don't like going in the women's bathrooms. I don't like doing that. I'm so glad Carrie is not the person to call out, because I would have been furious to have to keep doing the women's bathroom. I am done doing the women's bathroom. After this cleaning job, I don't even want to do the hospital, but it pays more. And it's just like, you know, I don't even want to clean anymore. I want a job that I genuinely need a fresh new start. I want something new. I want something bigger pay. You know, I want the same hours, you know, because most warehouses are the same hours, Monday through Friday, 7 to 5:30 in the morning, 7 to 3:30, 6 to 2:30, you know, like Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4:30, you know. It's just like, you know, like, I want those kinds of hours, you know, 9 to 5:30, I don't care, you know, just somewhere in those hours where I can be home for dinner, you know, even if I have to get up a couple hours earlier, I don't care, you know. So, but like, yeah, I want out of the cleaning business. I'm tired of cleaning. I'm fucking tired of it. But yeah, I'm so fucking tired of cleaning. I'm so tired of working with people who don't know how to function right while cleaning, you know. Amino doesn't know how to fucking function right. Michael Brown doesn't know how to function right. Norma doesn't know how to function right. The managers at Round One don't know how to function right. You know what I mean? Like, these people don't know how to function right. You know what I mean? It's a cleaning job. It's not a fucking... It's a workplace. Just clean and go home. That's all I'm trying to do. Not tell people what to do when it's not your job to do it. You're not that important if you're a lead. No offense, Jason, but Jason's actually doing a really good job as a lead. He doesn't blow people up and get after people regularly like most leads do. You know, like Pops and Stacia are leads at Round One. Stacia wasn't too bad, but Stacia could be more annoying behind my back, really. And Pops, with that guy, he was a very demanding motherfucker. That guy really was constantly trying to tell me what to do, and I got sick of it pretty quick after a while. He kept telling me where to go and what to do, but it's just so I had an excuse to do something that I let him do it, because I had just gotten fresh off of the gym, which I just blew up on. So I'm like, okay, I need to be a little more at peace. But see, I think it's because I let him do it, which is why he kept doing it, because he thought everyone thought I was joining the military, you know, and I thought I was too, but I backed out. They should have taken me the moment they had it, when I really wanted it, but then I didn't want it anymore, and it was too late. It was too fucking late, you know? They should have taken me when I was really, really, really mentally ready for it, but then I wasn't. So, you know, they lost out. Smells like gunpowder, like fireworks. The military lost an opportunity with me, and that was it, you know. Damn it, 7:01. But yeah, that was Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I don't know why, I got really anxious for people. Like, genuinely, I got anxious for people. Nothing happened to me, but it's just like, oh my God, dude, why is this week such hell? You know, because I feel bad. I feel bad for certain coworkers. Like, I thought people were gonna get fired yesterday. That's how bad I thought yesterday was gonna go. I thought people were gonna get fired, you know. But what happened was, Judith came back with this lady, and it's kind of weird. I mean, they were okay with me, better than most managers, so I actually don't have anything really to complain about yesterday, but it's just like, you know, I get to feel bad for people. So like Dominic got into a car accident and he needed a minute to get off. Judith did not care. Judith doesn't care what problems he has just because he had to take some time off. People got lives outside of work. Like, what do you expect? You know what I mean? Like, people got lives out of work. This isn't the military. It's a fucking deadbeat job. You know what I mean? Like, the worst they should be getting is, you know, no pay for the day. You know, that should be the worst of it. But it's just like, you know, but I get it if it was a regular all the time thing. But Dom doesn't have a car, so he doesn't have a ride. He didn't have a ride at all last week, you know, I guess. He got into a car accident. He lost his car. You know, his wife's, or his fiance's got health problems. You know, like, I wouldn't be coming to fucking work either. You know? And she chewed his ass out for it and wrote him up yesterday right in front of me. And I just stood there because I'm like, you know it's just not my place to say anything. I only spaz out when people say something to me. You know, like, if something is said to me, I felt bad for not saying anything, but Dom even knew it wasn't on me to say anything. Because it's not my place. I wasn't there. I'm not there for his wife. Or his fiance. I'm not there when he got into a car wreck. I'm not there for any of that. So, it's a bitch. But, you know, like, I told him, she needs to get a really good reason to write me up. Because, you know, like, you know, I rarely call out. You know, it's rare. So you know, I'll tell her I need a day off or something. But ouch. But anyway, it's my Friday. Yeah, this lady that I was talking about, I'm not mad about it. I guess I should be more, like, kind of glad that they're a little bit more comedic about things. I met this new lady yesterday. I don't know her name. I don't know if she's I think she's like a bigger than Judith person, but I guess she's coming every Thursday now, which it's like, why not Wednesday or Tuesday when Amino and Mariama are here? You know, they picked a day where all the bad people are gone. You know, I don't understand, but I don't care because it's my Friday. Carrie's here. Carrie and I will get through the day. You know, we'll do it. We'll manage. But yeah, you know, it's just like, I'm so tired of it, man. I'm so tired of working there. I'm so tired of just, it's about the toxicity that people have to each other. It's just not cool. It's not right. You know, everybody is literally smart enough to get the fuck along, and, you know, people just backstab and act fucking stupid with each other. You know, like I said in the past, Amino and I got along for a month and a half before she started acting fucking stupid. But I wasn't hearing good things about her before that. You know, with Norma, you know, we got along for a good month and a half, and then she started acting fucking stupid. Not because she was trying to tell people what to do. She was just being nosy and reporting stuff to Judith, which, it's like, and Jason, it's just like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Quit making everything your business. Yesterday, she was asking about the whole debacle with the meeting, and I'm just like, you were there. Like, why are you? you know. And Candace, I like Candace the most out of all, but her issue is she keeps trying to act like the boss. Not hardcore, but like, you know, she really thinks she wants like a major outcome of gratitude from people, in the sense of, I work hard, I should be employee of the month. Carrie was employee of the month in May. She had a cow that she wasn't employee of the month because, you know, she works the hardest out of everybody. She's like really trying to be the top dog, like hardcore, like. But anyway, yeah, you know, things like that are what ruin people's. It's a workplace. We're not here to make friends, which Judith was right about that. But you know, if you don't make friends with your coworkers, then they're not gonna work and get along well. So it's just like, you know. See, but again, anyone who starts a conflict with me started it with me for a reason. You know, I don't give reasons to fuck people over like most coworkers and managers. You know, they have to give me a nasty little reason to not like them very much. You know, like saying hi to the guy next to me, and you've known me for almost a year and a fucking half, but you keep saying hi to the guy next to me. You know, and you're nice to everybody, right? But you keep saying hi to the guy next to me. You don't say hi to the motherfucker. You don't say hi to me. I'm talking about Dylan and Juan at the fucking arcade, you know, which is why I started disliking them. And same thing with this one guy named, fuck, I keep forgetting his name. He also worked at the arcade, but he never cared to say hi to me or nothing. But he would say hi to Pops. They'd all say hi to Pops next to me. And I'm just there like, are you guys fucking serious, dude? I'm like, what did I do? You know, so, some people just can't act like adults and be civil. You know, that's the whole point. I know the arcade's so long ago and it's old. I'm not, like, thinking back about it hard today, like, oh my God, that son of a bitch. No, it's just like, things like that, you know? I'm a chill guy, you know? I'm just trying to work and go home. But that's why it's hard for me to make friends, because people don't know how to fucking use their brains, act like an adult, and really care for the other person, you know? So it's just like, you know, up yours. You know what I mean? So, but, yeah. So, it'd be nice if coworkers would actually act right. You know, being a friend is one thing, which, you know, I tried to make friends with everybody, but you gotta make friends in order to work comfortable with people, because if you don't, then people aren't gonna get comfortable. That's the gist of life nowadays, you know? Oh, and Selena wasn't here yesterday, which I'm starting to get really annoyed about that. And she's not here again. She's not here again. She's not here again. I hate to say it, but even I'm starting to get frustrated about that. Like, she's not here again. Now Consuelo's by herself again. Yeah, she hasn't been here at all a lot lately, man. It's just like, come on, man. She's probably going to get fired or written up. I hate to say it, and I'm scared for Selena, man, you know, because she keeps fucking doing this crap. But anyway, I'm not going to keep worrying about people like that, though. You know, it's just like, you know, that's on them. Whatever they do, it falls on them. But I worry, man. You know, it's a terrible thing, you know, when you don't. But things like that are different compared to people who have things going on. But if it, you know, I don't think she wants to work here anymore anyway, so we'll see. But it's just my life. It's an everyday life thing, which is why I talk about it. But anyways, I'm gonna go, because I've been 25 minutes now and my phone's starting to get hot. So it's my Friday. Let's get it over with. Bye for now.